Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Nationals franchise. And guys, we gotta have a little bit of a candid conversation about this series, what went wrong and what's still in store for it. So if I remember to put chapters on for this video and you guys want to skip past this just to the gameplay, feel free to. But if you want to hear what I have to say, and most importantly, how I plan to carry out this series, then obviously don't skip ahead. But yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say by now that turning this Nationals March to October into a franchise has been a failure. I mean, we finished season 3 all the way back in what, like the end of September, something like that. It kind of sucks to think about it like that because it's been what, like 3-ish months going on 4. If I would have just kept it as a March to October, we'd probably be done or close to being done with season 5 at this point. But we didn't do that. We turned it into a franchise mode. You know, not everybody agreed, but we did have a vote. Majority wanted to turn it into a franchise, and so did I. And now we're sitting here again, what, like 3.5 to 4 months later, and this is episode 5 of the franchise. We're not even through April yet of our first season after turning it into a franchise. I said when we first were talking about turning it into a franchise that I was a little apprehensive because I've tried making franchise videos before. I was never good at it, but it's always something I wanted to do. Like way back when I first thought of ever making any YouTube videos, that's what I wanted to do, was make franchise mode videos. So when I wanted to turn this into a franchise, I had kind of that specific formula, that style of video in mind that I wanted to do that I've never been good at, but I wanted to give it another try. And once again, I can't get it down. There's something about it, whether it be in thinking about it, planning on what I'm going to do, how I put it together, how I edit, how I record. It doesn't click for me. And when it comes to me making things, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And if things don't come together exactly how I want them to come together, it's really tough for me to just like push through anyway and just let it go in a state that I think it's not good. But the biggest downside to that is instead of me, you know, working extra hard to try and make it perfect and make it fit the vision that I had, my brain just kind of gets overwhelmed and shuts off, and then I just kind of put it off as long as I can. So that's why we're seeing a couple down times in between episodes of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, over a month. So that's pretty much the best way I can explain why this franchise mode transition failed. But I'm not done. I'm not giving up on it. It sounds like I'm giving up on it, but I'm not. We're just going through a little bit of more of a change, I guess. So as we sit here right now, for me on January 4th, this is my plan for how we're going to finish out this series of the Nationals March to October into franchise. I am still going to try to push through and get through this season. I want to get through this season completely hands-on, you know, simming, playing games, all that sort of stuff. But I'm going to do it in a way and in a style that I have become comfortable with here on YouTube. So what that means is I'm just going to sit down, record everything live, and just try and keep myself from being way too long-winded. But at the end of the day, long-winded or not, that's just the way that I'm best at making videos on MLB The Show, is just recording it all live, editing it all later. It's all linear, it's all laid out in front of me, and all I have to do is cut it down from there. So jumping into the calendar here, the format that I was trying to adopt was, you know, I play, let's just say, the game with the first starter in the rotation, sim 5 games, and then play the game with the second starter in the rotation, sim 5 games, play with the third starter, and that's our episode. So it'd be what, like 12, 13 games per episode, most of them simmed. I'm still gonna do that. I like that way of getting through a season, because then, you know, we're always getting a chance to pitch with all of our guys. We're playing plenty of games, but we're also leaving plenty of games up to the simulation so we can actually get through the season. The only tweak I'm going to make to that is I'm only going to play one of the full games. So like we just played this last game, so now we're simming the next 5. So the next game we would play would be this one against Pittsburgh. And then if my counting is right, the next one after that would be Baltimore. And those would be our 2 user-controlled games of the episode. episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to pick one of the 2 user-controlled games to play in full, and then the other one, we're going to play it in kind of the March to October style, we'll call it, where I'll sim the first 6 innings, hop in the 7th, and play the last 3. In between games, I'm still going to sim with critical situations on, and if we get a critical situation popping up, we can hop into it. I'm probably not going to do too much player locks unless there's someone specific I want to use. I'm probably not going to do a ton of like minor league stuff. Pretty much my goal is just to still get through this season, but also do it in a way where I'm still playing games. Now, beyond this season, there is still going to be a beyond this season. You know, obviously, originally, when I turned this into a franchise, I was hoping that we'd just be playing franchise for the rest of the year in this way, but we're gonna run out of time. I don't even know if I would have enough time to get another season in playing this the same way, even if I get the formula down and we come out with episodes more regularly. So after this season, which would be season number 4 in this Nationals universe, we're just gonna simulate. I want to do a long-term simulation. We'll probably still break it down into episodes, and I'll probably only sim year by year, 1 season per episode, but I want to leave enough time where I can get pretty far into the future, like 10 years maybe. Because, man, I really want to see, you know, our team's future. I want to see our players become superstars. I want to see how good this core I've built can do. But I also want to see, you know, some of the guys I drafted and some of our minor league guys turn into big leaguers and see what they can do. We have so many prospects I've built up that I've been anxious to see. And most of them that I've been excited about since year 1 still aren't going to be in the big leagues by the time this season's over. So, yeah, I guess that about does it with what I wanted to say here at the start. So to sum up, we're going to finish this season. Everything will be played live. And then after this season, we'll do some sort of long-term simulating well into the future. All right, so now let's get into our actual episode for today. And we're about to finish the first month of the season, and that's usually when you start seeing the development. So we're just going to go ahead and sim this last game against Minnesota. We don't get a critical situation, but we won the game. 8-5, a lot of offense, 20 hits on the board, homers from Gavin Sheets and Isan Diaz, the 2 guys that I'm kind of looking to trade, or 2 of the guys that I'm kind of wanting to trade potentially. And then, yeah, that brings us into the end of the first month of the season. So we finish April above 500. Ooh, but Keber Ruiz is getting destroyed. He has been struggling to start this year. 160 batting average, 170 slugging percentage. It's literally 1 double. That's the only thing that's made his slugging higher than his average. He needs to turn things around because this, I mean, he still has room to improve. He's a B potential. He should be getting better. All right, then let's go ahead and sim through this Padres series and see what happens here. We got okay, I might hop into this one. We've got a critical situation here because Juan Soto has a 2-homer game, but it is a close one. So sure, why not? I'll player lock for the rest of this thing. Definitely an interesting matchup here with Chris Sale coming out of the pen. And I didn't really get anything to hit there, so I will take my walk. No 3-homer game here. Oh man, is that really gonna drive me in? It is Gavin Sheets with the blooper. Game feels pretty secure now. I think I can probably skip this fielding appearance then. Abrams with a solo shot. I get another at bat here, another chance to hit the 3rd of the game. Didn't think we'd be seeing this. I don't think that's gonna carry. Yeah, off the bat for a second, I thought I hit it pretty well. Oh my God, but more homers. Meneses with the bomb. Man, that's how our offense should be playing. Maybe we've come alive. Maybe something's been awoken here. We won the last game of last episode. Now we've won the first 2 of this episode, and this one we're looking really good. Both, actually, because we put up 8 runs on 20 hits in that sim game. All right, well, let's keep it going with this Padres series then. Oh, okay, well, there we go. Hot streak over already. Of course, because it was a Mackenzie Gore start, and yeah, he gave up another 5 and 5. He can't get it going. And see, this is probably the biggest issue with having so much time in between me sitting down and playing this is I forgot what I'm scouting. All right, I'm gonna keep this guy on the 3rd baseman scouting, and we got a couple new pitchers here that I want to go ahead and try and scout fully. It's already week 6 of scouting too, which for how little into the season we've gotten, I feel like is a little further into the scouting than I realized. It seems like we should have a few more guys picked out. I don't know. And if I am planning on doing a long-term sim after this season, we do still want to make sure that I commit to scouting and pick the right guys here, because, you know, if I'm 10 years in the future, everyone who I'm scouting now will be probably like 4 or 5 year veterans by that point. All right, then we have one more game against the Padres. Let's get a series win here. Come on. We don't. Okay. I feel like this is how it's been going, right? We kind of start doing better and then we regress right back to 500, or we start dropping a little below 500 and then we get back to 500. We're not really playing like the #1 overall ranked team right now. Cade Cavalli continues to have a really rough year, man. 4 innings, 5 earned runs. I just pitched a great game with him too in his last one. You'd hope he would have carried it over. I think between the 2 games that I would be controlling, this Pittsburgh one is the more interesting, because Pittsburgh is really good this year. 24-11. I was kind of looking at their roster before I started recording, and yeah, they're just really good out of nowhere. So let's go ahead, let's sim that rest day. We'll sim the first game of the series, and we do win it. And look at that, Yoanna Doan pitching a really nice game. Still only 5 innings. Our starters are not going very deep into games, but as long as it's a good 5 innings, that's good. All right, we're gonna play game 2 then against the Pirates. I'm playing this one in full. This is gonna be the interesting one. Like I said, we have Blake Snell going out there. He is our one pitcher who has been pitching consistently good to start this season. And you know what? Ever since I got control of jerseys, I don't think I've thrown it all the way back to the Expos days. So let's do that. Let's go with these. And you know what? I probably don't need to, but I see Sheets here is the lowest of anybody on energy, and any chance I have to get James Wood into a game, I kind of want to. Gotta go against Zach Eflin, who looks like he's been having a real nice season. Giving up a few hits, but not walking anybody. Look at those jerseys. Those are kind of nice. I'm not always a fan of the throwback Expos jerseys and their logo and colors and all that, but those kind of do it for me. Ooh, man, I got a 2-0 count and got the cutter right down the middle. I'm getting under it. There we go. I'll take my walk. Didn't get the bat off my shoulder, that hole at bat. Ooh, no, I didn't move the PCI up high enough. I got around on it. Oh, okay. We'll move up to second there on the wild pitch. Oh, and I probably could have done something on that one if I wasn't way out in front of it. All right, look at our guy here. Blake Snell, also having a really nice season. Strikeouts looking real good. That is one thing. It's actually kind of been interesting to see the differences between pitching stats on March to October versus in franchise. In March to October, I mean, it's always been a thing where it feels very old school. Like, pitchers rack up innings. If you break it down, they're going like an average of 7 innings per game. The strikeout numbers, the ratios, the Ks per 9 don't really match up to what I feel like you see nowadays. Like sometimes the top strikeout guys in March to October pretty much are only striking out, 9 per 9 innings. But ever since I've started franchise mode, it feels very much more realistic to what pitching has become in real life. Like there's a lot of guys going 5 innings, 6 innings, not really going too much further than that. And we're seeing some big strikeout numbers. I think overall, I kind of like it. I think I like the realism of the low stamina, high strikeouts more than I do what we were seeing in March to October. The only thing is I wish there was some kind of modifier when it came to like a pitcher having a good game, because I know I was pitching with, I think it was Cade Cavalli in the last episode, and I was throwing a perfect game into the 7th. He was maybe 70 to 80 pitches deep, and he was completely out of energy. That just doesn't feel like it should happen. And there's Snell's first strikeout. Oh, Ian Happ. I was just about to say, we're seeing a lot of sweeping curves from this guy to start, and I'm jumping on that one. Couldn't quite put it into the river, but I will take it. 5 homers on the year for Happ. He has started out cold, but I think he's starting to figure it out in these last couple games. I noticed right before I hit that out on the Jumbotron, it said Happ was batting .333 in his last 4. He's one of the guys we got to get turned around, and this is another one. Chapman only batting .217. Power hasn't really shown up, but are we really on cue doing it again? It's not going to leave. Oh, I thought it was. Perfect swing, though. I'll take my extra bases from Matt Chapman. Ooh, and that one, I don't... Oh, it is going to drop in. Chapman took off. All right. I'll take another walk, though. I don't know what it is about me using James Wood, but I get walked so many times with him. And there's our K-Bear Ruiz. At least he's driving in a run. Another hanging, sweeping curve. Another perfect swing on it. We're driving in a third. I don't get it, man. Through what? Like, it's got to be 5 or 6 games now that I've sat down and played in full in this Nationals franchise mode. I either can't put runs across or I just destroy the ball. Like, there's no in between. I swear I'm either scoring like 2 or 3 or I'm just going crazy. And this is a game where it looks like I'm going crazy. Ah, that just got me. He has not really used that fastball. There we go. All right, Snell's having a little trouble getting the swing and miss, but if we're making him look at it, it still counts as a strikeout. Okay, there we... Oh, I don't think I'm going to make this play. Nope, he's a little too fast. Man. There we go. There's a swing and miss. Charlton Francis. I can't remember. Is this my first time seeing him? For those of you who weren't around near the beginning of the March to October, Charlton Francis was the guy that I wanted to take with the number 2 overall pick in the first draft. Pirates had the first pick and they jumped on him. And the thing about it too is I thought it was going to be safe because like that MLB ranking thing had him ranked as like, I think it was like the number 7 prospect, number 7 draft pick. And the Pirates just swooped in and got him, but I'm sitting him down. That's my revenge. Meneses to the gap. All right, that's not going to go. It's going to bounce over the wall though. Not like he has a shot at 3. Oh, that's, oh, I don't know though. I don't know if I got enough of that. No, I didn't. Reynolds runs it down. Definitely had a chance there. Ooh, another punch out. We're on a roll here. Ooh, I got him. I went out of the zone on 3-2 and we got the swing. Snell is looking real good. Casas might have another bloop single here. Oh, it is going to get down. I don't think that's going to bloop in. Yeah, I actually hit that one too well. Oh, and then Ruiz, that's going to be another double play. He's had 2 ABs and he's made 4 outs. All right, another punch out. That circle change running away from Reynolds. And another one kind of turned on there, but not hit well. We'll get out of another inning there. That's 4 scoreless for Snell so far. Oh man, I'm swinging early in the count now all of a sudden, and I'm not making good contact. I'm letting Eflin buy himself a couple extra outs. And speaking of that too, he is down to like no stamina left. He's 58 pitches in. I don't know. I might have to make an adjustment to the sliders or something because I know he's not having a great game, but he still has, I think it's 73 stamina when I checked. No big league pitcher who's actually a starting pitcher who has enough real life stamina to get a 73 stamina rating in this game. No big league pitcher should be gassed 60 pitches in. Come on, get through. We should be good. He knocked it down, but we're on. Oh, there it is. Juan Soto. I finally put a decent enough swing on a sinker to do some damage on it. There's our little bit more run support I was looking for. Oh, get over his head. Nice. Another cheesy hit. I am mixing in some really bad hits. That was a 9-pitch at bat too. That is demoralizing to let that happen after 9 pitches. Oh. I started making noise before I even swung the bat there. That's how much I thought I was going to hit that one out. I was on that one. Come on. Oh, yep. Okay. See, that's how it goes. You get the opposite field base hit from Meneses on a very late jam swing, and then the one you actually square up, that's the one that's an out. See, and this is, I don't know, man. Maybe I do just need to change the stamina slider, assuming there is one, so I don't have to keep complaining about it, because, like, Blake Snell's been pitching an amazing game. He's only gotten 12 outs, and he's down to maybe a third of his energy left. I mean, I'm keeping him in. I'm going to keep him in until he's really done also because we have the lead. We can spare it. I don't know. I'm just not like I would have any input, but I'm kind of just thinking of ways they could make it better while also making it kind of attribute related. Like maybe between innings, the less pitches you throw, you get a little bit of stamina back. So like, let's say you finish the first inning and you've depleted 15% of your stamina. So it goes down from 100% to 85. But then you come back out the next inning and maybe it's back up to like 88. Maybe you've recovered a little bit. Or maybe it could be based on the confidence meter. Like right now, Blake Snell has full confidence. And if he goes into the dugout with still full confidence, maybe he gets a little extra stamina back. And if you come out after a bad inning and your confidence is a little lower, maybe you get a little less stamina back. That would make sense. Maybe they need to hire me. I wanted another punch out, kind of left that hanging on an 0-2, but we'll get out of it. Oh, there was nothing to get out of. It was 2 outs, nobody on. Oh, that's a really nice swing, and that, okay, that felt unnecessary. He was gonna get there anyway. Oh man, another, wait, that's gonna get down. Oh no, it's not. There we go, man. That's another one from Abrams, another perfect swing. I'm going to get a little greedy here. I'm going to take off with Abrams. He has a terrible stealing rating, but we're up 5. We're looking good. Is the CPU going to read my inputs? No. We got kind of a decent jump, and he still got me. Wow. I guess while I'm coming up with ideas, you know what I want to see when it comes to stealing is, I don't know if a mini game is the right way to describe it, but kind of just like a meter. Like, you know how you have to time up the throwing meter when you're throwing somebody out anywhere, like that? Why not just have a meter for stealing? The better the stealing rating, the bigger that green window is. And if you hit the green, you get a good jump. Because right now, it's just kind of you press L2 and you cross your fingers and pray that he takes off with a good jump. We've now just entered the yellow energy here. 70 pitches into the game, and we're still dotting. We're still painting on the edge. This score bug here won't pop up showing me how many strikeouts that is for Snell. They're really gonna make me pause and look. 9, one more for double digits. 0-2 curveball. I wanted 10 there. I wanted double digits before the 6th inning ended. Now I gotta keep Snell in the game. I mean, you have to leave him in. He's had 9 strikeouts. He's given up no runs. They haven't done anything against him. We gotta give him a chance to get double digits. Oh, and then, Abrams. Ooh, I thought he was gonna make that play for a second. All right, I'm gonna give him one more chance here. Next base runner he allows, he's done. Hap. Get there. That's not a base runner. Okay. I guess we'll have to settle for the double play. There we go. Matt Chapman will get himself on for the 3rd time of the game. Ooh, and so will Casas. He'll get himself all the way around the bases. That might have made it to the river. Let's see here. Are they going to show this to me, or am I going to have to do it myself? I'm guessing if that's the camera angle I'm getting, it landed past the bleachers. All right, here we go. We got to go into the vault. Can we see? Will it let me see? All right, we got to zoom way out, track the ball there. I don't think, yeah, I don't know. It looks like we got some clipping through the concrete situation. There's another idea for this stadium and for San Francisco. Give us like a splash cam or something. Give us that cool replay. Hey, there we go. Not gonna tank his numbers anymore. I'm going for 2. K-Bear Ruiz is getting a double today. Oh, and look at Abrams. Just a quiet little 3-hit game for him, and he'll get up to 2nd on that one. He is back. We're going to give Leo Blanco the last inning here, give him a chance to get a little bit more work in. He's on a scoreless streak to start his career, 9 innings scoreless. Man, and Jack Sawinski has like 11 contact against lefties. I thought that'd be an easy strikeout today. There we go. We'll strike out Ke'Bryan Hayes to end it. Great game all around offensively. Bats stay hot, another 8 runs on another 14 hits, I think it was. And then the pitching only faced 1 over the minimum. All right, let's see if we can cap off this sweep. Let's see if we can go 3 over 500 now, beating the Pirates. Josiah Gray on the mound, struggling, and we don't get the job done. Man, come on. We've got 4 against Miami here, though, and then that'll lead right into the next game I play. So let's get this series simmed. Of course, we drop right back down to 500. 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses. That's been this episode. See if we can get 2 wins again. Get that back going at least. Oh, we got I was gonna get all excited. We got a critical situation here, but I don't care about an 11-game hitting streak, and we're down 7-2, so it's not gonna be too consequential. We'll just sim to the end, lose another game, drop back under 500. We can't get things going. All right, 2 more games to finish the series against Miami. Sunday afternoon game, and we have another critical situation. Man, we brought it back. We were down 8-5, put up 3 against the closer. This seems like a game I gotta hop into here. We've got Sir Anthony Dominguez on the mound. I don't know if I agree with bringing in our closer when we're not out ahead yet. Ooh, man, that slider did not slide like I wanted it to, but we're still going to get away with it. There's the first out. You know, I should check what's gotten us here to be an 8-8 tie. We've got 12 hits and 8 walks, 20 total base runners. Yoanna Doan stunk, so he had a couple of good starts, and now he's back to doing that. Jordan Hicks, the savior out of the bullpen. Ian Happ costing us 2 unearned runs. Man, that's probably my biggest disappointment with the actual gameplay part of this franchise is our pitching, our starting pitching. Like, I thought that was our strength. I thought that was what this team was best at in the March to October, and that's not good. We don't want to see that. 79 off the bat, late and jammed, and we're getting a 1-out double. Okay, there we go, though. That's not hit well enough. We'll keep him where he's at second. No, okay, 53 speed, though. I got the perfect throw. That was a tough throw. I think we got him. Ian Happ with the cannon. Game is still alive. We're headed to extras. No, wow. This Tommy Nance dude is kind of tough to hit. He's got a sharp breaking slurve. James Wood, no, you can't keep doing that to him. I'm getting up to third with 23 speed, though. Make sure a base hit scores that go-ahead run. But, man, going back to last game, I've made a lot of good swings with James Wood today. He doesn't have a hit. Ian Happ, that's going to get through. All right. He has the big defensive play, and now he's driving in that go-ahead run. Isan Diaz wants to keep it. No, what? I thought that was so easily getting down. I don't know, man. 1 run lead to protect, runner on second. I feel like our best course of action is to stick with the closer. Okay, it's going to keep him at second, and we're going to make the play also. I don't like how well the 8-hitter just saw Sir Anthony Dominguez, though. Come on, ring him up. Thank you. Finally. They are not swinging and missing here this inning. A lot of foul balls, so I will take a strikeout any way I can get it. Okay, that foul ball is going to be strike 2. Just need to find the put-away pitch. And the circle change is going to be that pitch. That's the type of critical situation I like to jump into. Tie a game like that, couple of clutch innings pitched, put up the run of my own. That's going to bring us right back to that 500 then. And that's going to give us a chance to split the series. We got a good pitching matchup here, actually. Sandy versus Snell. Who's going to come out on top? We win. All right, there we go. Back up 1 game over 500. We have a Josiah Gray versus DL Hall matchup. I would have been worried about our pitcher being a pitcher that's struggling, but theirs is struggling just as much, if not more. So who really knows, man? This is really going to be an interesting first 6 innings of simulations. We'll just leave the jerseys the same. We're at home, and it looks like it's going to be raining. All right, I don't want to mess this up. I remember there's a specific way that if I sim forward throughout the game, then it would be like I'm managing. And if Gray gets into trouble, the game would just leave him in. I don't want that to happen. I think I want to click into fast forward here and then just sim. I guess we'll just jump right to the 7th, right? So let's see how this goes. Good first inning from Gray, bad first inning from our side. Gray's giving up a bomb. I feel like that's what he's been doing. That's why he's been struggling. That was always the issue he could have. We got a homer though. Casas, another one. Power really is coming into his repertoire here. We scored another run. I don't know what happened. This is going a little fast for me. Honestly, I was not expecting a low scoring game. It's 2-1 here. This really will feel like a March to October moment. We put up another one. Somebody hit a triple. I missed who. And there we go. We're ready to hop in. Gray's still out there. Who would have thought? I thought this was going to be like 8-7 or something like that, or something crazy. Neither of our starters making it out of like the 4th inning, but here we are. I guess this maybe is the one issue with this method of just simming straight to the 7th is if we're in this spot where I don't know if I want to leave our starter in, can't really go straight to the bullpen. Like in March to October, usually the game would already have someone warming up, and even if they didn't, the second you had them warm up, they'd be ready to go. Ooh, 2 failed check swings in a row though. We're still getting punch outs here into the 7th. Sheets. Oh, he made the play. I don't know why I didn't think he would, but I thought that was for sure getting down the line. I think one way or another, this will be Gray's last batter, being the 9-hole hitter. So you may as well end it by finishing the inning, right? And there we go, we will, and we'll pick up another strikeout with it. And you know what? It wouldn't be an episode of something Nationals related if I didn't get Joe Mantiply into a game. So let's get him into the game. Oh, there we go. We're punching out Jackson Holiday. There we go. Another grounder to Sheets. Another one that he doesn't move until the last second he could move to field it, but he's there. And another grounder. Another, well, he beat it out. Well, what are we doing at second there, Garcia? Okay, we got to make this play though, right? A little quicker, but we got him. That's a Joe Mantiply inning. Even with the hit, it was still just all weak ground balls or a strikeout. All right, I don't know why I even check swung. I think I lost track of the count as the pitch was coming in. But a 4-pitch walk. All 4 were fastballs that he missed up on also. Chapman, I'm a little under that. I feel like that's carry. It is carrying. Oh, man. That kind of came out of nowhere. I did not think I made great contact on that, and it just kept going. Matt Chapman, he might be getting going lately, at least when I'm using him. And there's another ground ball. Sheets is a vacuum over there at first. All right, we'll get the new arm in there to close it out. It's Scott Efros. And immediately he's going to give up a base hit. Come on, Sheets, one more time for me. He does. He snagged it. A double play to end it. So, hey, you know what? I think 2 episodes ago, we finished 2 games below 500. Last episode, we finished at 500. Today, we're going to be finishing 2 games above 500. So even if we're not really stringing together the wins, even if we're not making a statement to get ourselves back out in front of the division, at least we're improving. We're getting there. So there we go. 23-21 is where we're going to leave things off for today's episode. We got the rest of the series against Baltimore to do next time out. I hope you guys don't have an issue with the things I was talking about at the beginning of this episode. Again, I just, I said everything I needed to say. Still want to get through this year. Still excited about playing through the rest of this year. And then I'm definitely excited about simulating pretty far into the future. We'll see how long we take it. But we're still going to take it an episode at a time. I'm going to try to come out with these a little bit quicker. I know I've been saying that ever since this started, but I think now that I'm settling into this format, it'll be a little easier. But anyways, guys, make sure if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. And thank you guys for watching today, man. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.